Today we're going to paint some zombie teeth. And I'm just going to use a basic paint scheme. These are just craft paints. I've just had some different brands. It doesn't matter. They're water soluble paints. We're going to do just some colors. We're not going to do a whole lot. I'm just going to show you how to weather these and make them look, rotted and nasty. And we're using the basic colors. We're using a red. We're using a yellow, mustard yellow or something. I just have caramel. It doesn't matter. A dark brown. This is barn red, which you can use any other kind of a dark red. And I have a white so that I can kind of lighten it. I have some water here so that I can thin it because I'm going to be doing washes. So let's get started. What I like to do first is I like to add the darks to the teeth first. And most of what we're going to do today is washes. So I'm going to take my water, leave it right about here so that I can see it, and we're going to start with the darks first. And we're going to actually add the darks to the center here of the teeth, the cracks. And so what I'm first doing is I'm adding water because I want it to wash into it. So I'm going to add a little bit of dark and I'm just going to kind of wash it in. So it looks natural. It doesn't look painted. And what it does is it actually even separates the teeth out a little bit more. So just add some darks to the center here, like this. And if it's a little too much, you just take your water and kind of wash it away a little bit. And we're separating those teeth out, is what we're doing right now. And then you kind of go over it a little bit so you can kind of get it away. And I'm also adding the darks to all the lines that I have in the teeth too. So I'm just trying to go through there and just add them to the lines. And after we're done adding this, we're actually going to take our paper towel and we're going to wipe it away so that it just stays inside of the crevices. Like that. Like that. And also, I'm going to add a little bit of dark to the tops of the teeth. Just like that. And then take my paper towel and wipe it away a little bit. And so those teeth now are starting to look a little bit weathered. And if you want, you can keep going, just adding a little bit to those lines, just enhancing them a little bit more. So now we have our dark done. We're going to add a little bit of, now this red here, I'm going to take it, I'm going to coat my gums with water, and I'm going to take this red here and I'm going to just disperse it like that. Just random, because you don't want to look like painted, so you just kind of do it random like. And that just kind of gives the gums a little bit of a diseased look. And then the yellows are what we're going to use actually for like build-up on the teeth. And you can actually take a little bit of your brown, add it to your red, and you're going to start building it up a little bit, just here and there. And like I say, you're just using a wash. So, and then take your paper towel and wipe it away a little bit. Just a little here and there. Just like that. I took a little bit of my white and I'm just taking the brown. I'm just going to kind of grade a little here and there just so it's kind of a gray look. I want to get rid of that natural teeth kind of color. You can even add a little bit of red into the teeth a little bit if you want. You remember that these zombies have bit people, so they've got, stained blood in their teeth. And I'm mostly working around the gum line and the crevices of all the teeth, because I figure that's where stuff is going to build up, right? Stuff is going to build up inside those crevices, and we're talking layers. We're doing layers more than anything right now. So that is corroded teeth, and I'm adding a little bit more yellow because I want to keep that kind of buildup of plaque and whatever else happens in the teeth. And if you use your water and a brush, whatever, just keep building and playing. I notice right here that I'm losing my separation of my gums to my teeth because of the paint, so I'm going to add a little bit of the dark here and here. There are many techniques for doing teeth. There's just as many as there are artists that do them. So, you know, it's just however you want to do them. You just have to think about that, you know, the color, you know, what makes teeth teeth, you know. Look online, there's tons of pictures. Okay, we are done painting. I'm going to let these dry a little bit, and then I'm going to seal them with another craft paint. It's a triple thick brilliant brush on gloss glaze. It's a water soluble too, and I'm going to add that to the teeth to make them wet and shiny. And also it will seal the paint, because if you don't and you put these in an actor's mouth, they will actually, the paint will start coming off. So let's go ahead and do that next. So before we start glazing these teeth, we're going to remove them. We're going to coat these teeth with Vaseline one more time, just the front. Remember, we're going to be using this gloss here, and this gloss is going to kind of run onto the teeth, and so we don't want the teeth sticking again to these plaster teeth. Now we can begin. Put your teeth back on. Take your triple thick gloss, brilliant gloss, add some to a container, and just start coating. It goes on semi-clear, and then it just clears up really nice, and it's just gloss is all it is. Just a nice gloss coating. And I'm only going to coat the outside. I'm not going to coat the inside of these teeth. The surface that touches your skin on the inside of your gums, I'm not painting at all or sealing. There's no paint on them. But these teeth, we're going to let these dry now, and then we'll go to the next step. And don't forget to clean your brush out in water, and so you can save your brush for another day. Alright, now that the teeth are dry, they're ready to try into the actor's mouth. One thing I always carry with me when I go and fit teeth is a Dremel tool. This is my portable one with a battery, and it just really comes in handy because they may not fit the actor's mouth very well. You may end up having to trim in here, you know, because it might be rubbing on the gums. If they have to wear them through a day, you could really get their gums really cut up. So you want to make sure that you have these fit them really well before you just hand them to them and say, okay, you're done. Bring a Dremel tool with you, and this Dremel tool will really make it nice for your actors.